Measurement of price elasticity of demand. There are three methods for the measurement of price elasticity of demand. Number 1, total outlay expenditure method. Number 2, percentage method. Number 3, geometric method. Total outlay expenditure method. According to this method, we measure total expenditure of a consumer on a quantity demanded of a product. If total expenditure of consumer remains the same as a result of change in price of a product, elasticity of demand will be equal to unity. If total expenditure of consumer increases as a result of fall in price of product or vice versa, elasticity of demand will be greater than unity. If total expenditure of consumer decreases as a result of fall in price of product or vice versa, elasticity of demand will be less than unity. Unitary elastic demand. Total expenditure of consumer remains the same as a result of change in price of a product. In this case, elasticity of demand is equal to 1. According to the table, prices decreases from 40 to 20, total expenditure remains the same at 240. This is shown in the figure as follows. More elastic demand. Total expenditure of consumer increases as a result of fall in price of a product. In this case, elasticity of demand is greater than 1. According to table, when prices decreases from 40 to 20, total expenditure increases from 240 to 320. This is shown in the figure as follows, where elasticity of demand is greater than 1. Less elastic demand. Total expenditure of consumer decreases as a result of fall in price of a product. In this case, elasticity of demand less than 1. According to table, when prices decreases from 240 to 20, total expenditure decreases from 240 to 160. This is shown in the figure as follows, where elasticity of demand is less than 1. Percentage method. In order to calculate the elasticity of demand exactly, another method called the percentage method has been introduced. Percentage method is also called the flux method. According to this method, elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. The ratio between two percentage changes exactly shows how much elasticity of demand is more or less than unity. Since there can be two types of changes on the demand curve, this method will be used in two ways. Number 1, point elasticity of demand. Number 2, arc elasticity of demand. Point elasticity of demand. When there is small changes in quantity demanded of a product in response to a very small change in its price, there appear only one point on the demand curve. The measurement of elasticity of demand at that point is called the point elasticity of demand. To calculate the point elasticity of demand according to percentage method is as follows, where percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to the Q0 minus Q1 divided by Q0 into 100, and percentage change in prices is equal to the P0 minus P1 divided by P0 into 100, where Q0 is old quantity, Q1 is equal to new quantity, P0 is equal to old price, P1 is equal to new price. Finally, elasticity of demand is equal to change in Q or change in P into P over Q, where change in Q is equal to small change in quantity demanded, change in P is small change in price, P is old price, Q is old quantity. Geometric method. To calculate the point elasticity of demand, there is still easier method which is called the geometric method. We suppose that we are required to measure elasticity of demand at point A on the demand curve dg. To calculate elasticity of demand, we draw a tangent Mn at a point A and draw a perpendicular AQ from point A on horizontal axis. In this way, we see only single price AQ and quantity demanded OQ in the diagram. To calculate point elasticity of demand, By geometric method we do the following. Where elasticity of demand is equal to NQ over OQ. If NQ over OQ is less than 1, elasticity of demand at point A will be less than unity. If NQ over OQ is equal to 1, elasticity of demand at point A would be equal to unity. If it is more than 1, elasticity of demand at point A would be more than unity. Arc elasticity of demand. Sometimes quantity of a product and its price change considerably such that there appear two distinct points on the demand curve. Elasticity of demand of arc made by these two finite points is called the arc elasticity of demand. In the figure, at price P0 quantity demanded is Q0, at price P1 quantity demanded is Q1. There is fairly large change in price and quantity demanded, as two distinct points A and B appear on the demand curve DD. To calculate the elasticity of demand of the arc AB, we use the percentage method as follows, where percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to the Q0 minus Q1 divided by Q0 plus Q1, and percentage change in price is equal to the P0 minus P1 divided by P0 plus P1, where Q0 is old quantity, Q1 is new quantity, P0 is equal to old price, P1 is equal to new price. Two extremes of price elasticity of demand. There are two extremes of price elasticity of demand. Number 1, perfectly inelastic demand. Number 2, perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly inelastic demand. Quantity demanded remain DD whatever the price may be. Thus elasticity of demand is equal to 0 on the curve DD, which is perfectly inelastic demand curve. Perfectly elastic demand. At price OD, quantity demanded of a product can go to infinity. Thus the curve DD is perfectly elastic demand curve where elasticity of demand is equal to infinity.